you for logging on to this broadcast of high school sports on WellsCountyVoice.com. WellsCountyVoice.com, an online service that allows fans and parents to watch high school sports live anywhere and anytime that's convenient for your schedule. As always, we encourage you to go to the games and support the students, but when you simply can't, we're glad you're here with us. This broadcast wouldn't be possible without the support of the sponsors you hear throughout the game, so please support these businesses whenever you can. Now, sit back and enjoy the game.
On the campus of Noblesville High School inside the Mill, welcome to the first semifinal of the 9th annual Noblesville Holiday Tournament, and it features the 7-1 Norwell Knights against the 7-1 Crown Point Bulldogs. Good morning, friends, and welcome aboard. I'm Derek Decker. Pleasure to be with you here from Noblesville today. We join you once again after Norwell won their opening round contest against Lawrence Central 69-59 yesterday morning, a game where they took control in the second half after leading by single digits at halftime, led by as many as 18 in the second half, and rolled to a 10-point victory. Luke McBride leading the way for Norwell with 23 points. It's a guy that has played a ton of minutes this year for Norwell, but him combined with Jake Parker and Leighton Bailey all teamed up for 47 of Norwell's 69 yesterday, a trio in the effort that has come to be expected over the course of the season for the Norwell Knights. You're listening to the Billy Ann Supper Pub pregame show. Billy Ann Supper Pub is located in downtown Bluffton and is your local choice for Tex-Mex, some of the best burgers in the area, and some of the best American food as well. It's Billy Ann Supper Pub, located in downtown Bluffton. The opponent today is the Crown Point Bulldogs, ranked 19th in Class 4A, comes into today with a record of 7-1 and led by Clint Swan. This is a team that shot at a ridiculous percentage yesterday in their opening round victory over Columbus North, 63-56. Crown Point shot at 64% from the floor, but did turn it over 21 times, which kept the Bulldogs of Columbus North in the game for a long stretch. But Crown Point is an outstanding free throw shooting team. Shot 79% over the season coming into the tournament, and they shot it well yesterday as well and sealed the game late with a bunch of free throws. This is a really quality Bulldogs team. Talking to Coach Mike McBride prior to the contest here today, said no matter what happens today, in any scenario, whether you lose two, whether you win one, whether you win two, you're coming out with a lot of good experience against 4A teams. Obviously, Norwell, the only 3A team in the 8-team field here at Noblesville, winning their first game yesterday over 4A Lawrence Central. Mike McBride also goes for his 200th career victory today in his 18th season as a head coach. Spent 12 years in Cherubusco, has 80 wins here at the helm of the Norwell program against 195 losses over the course of his career. So Mike is looking for that milestone 200th victory. Said today before the game that, quote, it's just a number, close quote, but it would be important to get it for him today at some point. Said it really is a reflection of his players and his assistants, not so much him as a head coach and his scheme. It really comes down to players making plays. Norwell comes in winners of 7 in a row. Their only loss is to 2-win Mississinawa, who lost twice yesterday in the Grant 4 tournament. Norwell lost their opening game of the season, 64-61 down in Gas City. A loss that they're going to look back on at the end of the season and say, how did we lose that game? The good news is for Norwell, they'll get another shot at them in the sectional as Mississinawa is in that sectional. So that game will be at Norwell when that does happen, if it happens. Of course, that would take place in early March. This Crown Point team comes in, as mentioned, ranked 19th in Class 4A. They went 11-5 last year out of the Toonland Conference. They've won all 3 games away from home this season, or all 4 games rather, and they were good on the road last year as well. Had some COVID issues, as just about every team did, so they went just 11-5, played 16 games, and lost in the first round of sectional to complete their season. But they come in winners today of 5 in a row. You know, this is a team that's disciplined. There's a lot of similarities to draw between Crown Point and Norwell. Crown Point saw a lot of zone yesterday, and the leader for the Bulldogs was a man by the name of A.J. Lux, who comes in with an offer from Purdue Northwest, went 7 of 9 from distance, had 27 points in the contest yesterday against Columbus North. He has now 39 made threes on the season and shoots it at a 43% clip. When you complement him with Drew Adzia, who is 20 of 40 for 50% from the three-point line, this is a team that can really shoot it from downtown. they're just over 40% for the season. Norwell is at 38% at this point coming into the holiday tournament here this week. So a couple of good three-point shooting teams. Crown Point did see a lot of zone yesterday from Columbus North in the 3-2 variety. Can't expect that to happen today as Norwell feels like they match up well with Crown Point and can go man-to-man most of the day. We'll come back after this break in just a moment. We got more pregame to talk about. We'll follow that with starters in the tip on the Billy Ann Supper Pub pregame show on WellsCountyVoice.com, part of the Voice Sports Network and the IHSAA Champions Network.
When looking to sell or buy a home in Wells County, it's so important to work with an experienced full-time agent from the local area. I'm Bev Grish, and I'm beginning my 24th year helping families in the real estate business and would love to guide your family through the process. When you choose to work with a local agent who knows the Wells County market, you are a step ahead. I have built good working relationships with local lenders, realtors, inspectors, contractors, and appraisers, and it helps the process go smoothly. Whether you are buying your first home, a larger home, investment property, dream home, selling a longtime family business, or downsizing into retirement, I'm here to help. Heartfelt thanks for supporting me 24 years in the real estate business I truly love. Bev sells Wells at 466-1822.
Did you sprain your ankle playing with your kids last night? Have you had a nagging pain while training for an upcoming race? Or do you have an upcoming surgery? Indiana Physical Therapy understands how important and valuable your time is to you. At Indiana Physical Therapy, we can schedule you within 24 hours at any of our 19 convenient clinics. With trusted results, you can count on Indiana Physical Therapy to get you better, faster. You don't need a referral from your doctor, and all insurances are accepted, including Anthem. IPT is your choice for physical therapy. So what are you waiting for? Call Indiana Physical Therapy right now at 260-209-2464 to schedule an appointment, or go online to indianapt.com. Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
In business since 1981, Barclay Builders has been building residential homes and commercial projects in Northeast Indiana, taking pride in building their clients the best project for their budget. With interaction between clients, vendors, and trade contractors, Barclay Builders meets the needs of homeowners to build their forever home. At Barclay Builders, it's all about you. It's your heart and your soul at the center of every design decision made. Josh and his team are poised to build the home you've always wanted. It isn't just a home, it's your forever home. Contact Barclay Builders at 260-622-7674. That's 622-7674, or find them on Facebook at Barclay Builders, Inc. Let Barclay Builders get started on your Barclay Built Forever home.
Hello, Tim Steffen Financial Group. It's been said nothing is certain except change. We must adapt to change to stay safe and move forward. What changes have there been in your life? At Steffen Financial Group, we would like to work with you and help with your future planning. Call me, Tim Steffen, or Michelle Stoller, 260-824-8175. Steffen Financial Group, 110 West Cherry Street, Bluffton, Indiana. Retirement, investments, savings plans. Steffen Financial Group can also assist with your personalized Medicare supplement, health, life, and long-term care plans. 260-824-8175. Steffen Financial Group. Solid planning, local service, professional advice. Securities and insurance offered through Thurston Springer Financial, a registered broker-dealer, member FINRA and SIPC, and Indiana Insurance Agency. Tim Steffen is a registered associate of Thurston Springer Financial and is doing business as Steffen Financial Group. Tim Steffen and Steffen Financial Group are independent of Thurston Springer Financial.
Welcome back now to the Mill in Noblesville. It's time for our starting lineups inside of our Billy Ann Supper Pub pregame show. We'll start with Norwell, who is the visiting team today. They'll wear their navy blue uniforms with gold letters and gold trim. They will start Leighton Bailey at one guard, a 5'11 junior, alongside Luke McBride, a 6'2 junior. Two forwards for Norwell, Jake Parker, a 6'3 junior, and Luke Graft, a 6'1 junior. All-around center, Brody Bolin, a 6'3 junior. For Mike McBride, who's in his sixth season at the helm of Norwell, a record of 80-49, 18 seasons overall for Mike, 199 and 195. He goes for his 200th victory, and he's got two shots at it. here at the Mill today. Crown Point will start 3 guards. It's Carter Delich, a senior, alongside Drew Adzia, a senior, and A.J. Lux, a junior. 1 forward, Connor Cotton, a junior, and Keaton Book, a center, who is a junior for Crown Point as well. Comes in with a record of 7-1 on the course of the season. Clint Swan's in his 16th year at the helm of Crown Point, 213 and 138, and his 25th season overall. He spent 4 years at Andrean, 5 years at Frankfurt, and he's got over 350 wins in his career. Our 3 officials today: Nick Slowick, Brad Sellers, John Omer. Slowick has worked 10 regionals, Sellers 9 sectionals, and Omer 2 regionals. This is a high-quality crew. Get high quality all throughout the tournament here this weekend. The 3 officials we saw yesterday in the morning game for Norwell against Lawrence Central will be the championship officials at 7:45 tonight. The winner of this game will advance to the championship game at 7:45. The loser plays for 3rd place in the bronze game tonight at 6 p.m. against the winner or loser of the next contest in the winner's bracket, which is Chesterton and Noblesville, and that'll take place directly following our game here today. Have a brief stoppage before we go, and now we're ready. The tip is up. It is tapped back and won by Crown Point. Connor Cotton controls it, and Crown Point, with that deadly 3-point shooting offense, will start working towards us. They're in white with red trim letters and numbers here today. Norwell defends in navy blue with gold numbers and letters. Norwell playing tough defense. That's a mark of this team. They gave up 59 points yesterday, but a lot of that in garbage time. Game really got extended with free throws yesterday, and that 10-point win. Norwell was in full control the majority of the second half. Already 30 seconds gone in this possession, and it results in a turnover. A.J. Lux dragged his back foot, and it's a turnover. 33 seconds of defense results in a TO by Norwell. This Crown Point team turned it over 21 times yesterday, and that was a big issue for them, even though they won by 7, thanks to their 3-point shooting and their free throw shooting down the stretch of that game. Luke McBride handles it at the point. He had a lot of points yesterday, 23 to be exact, as he gets stopped at the mid-post. Good defense here by Crown Point on Norwell's opening possession on offense. So we've had a couple of teams that understand what the other's trying to do. A cross-court pass. Parker found in the corner but leaves the 3 short. Luke Kraft tracks down the offensive rebound, and Norwell will get a second opportunity. That's a volleyball line 3 for Leighton Bailey. Really deep from distance, and Norwell takes the lead. That was way out there for Bailey, the 41% three-point shooter. Had 10 points yesterday, and a team in Norwell that shoots at 38% from the three-point line. Delich working off the dribble here for Crown Point. Adzia drives to the baseline and goes over the top of Bailey but can't get it to go. Offensive rebound inside by Keaton Book, and he's fouled as he'll head to the stripe.
Personal foul, Norwell, number 40, Brody Bolin, his first.
Brody Bolin picks up the foul. He had foul issues yesterday. Book is a guy who hasn't had many attempts at the line. Only 6 for 11 coming into the game yesterday, as the season stats added up to yesterday's totals, and he leaves the second one short, and he comes up empty. So Norwell dodges a bullet there. They lead 3-0. Scoring on their first possession thanks to an offensive rebound by Luke Kraft and a three-pointer by Leighton Bailey. McBride curls around a screen, an elbow jumper swirls home, and Norwell takes a 5-0 lead as they extend on their lead. A nice start here for Norwell in the 11 a.m. game. Mike McBride said that might be an advantage, playing at 11 a.m. yesterday and then playing in the morning again today. Get used to playing in that time slot. There's an offensive foul away from the basketball. Bad screen set by Keaton Book, and it's going back the other way. Second turnover for Crown Point. A really nice start here. Norwell stayed close to the Mill here in Noblesville, the courtyard last night, and they'll return the favor with an illegal screen set going the other way. Jake Parker was a little bit wide.
Offensive foul number 5, Jake Parker.
Parker had 14 points yesterday for Norwell. Second foul against the Knights in this first quarter. A lot of free throws in the game yesterday. A lot of those were shot at the end, but there were plenty before that. Norwell went 22 for 28 at the stripe yesterday in that game, but had some of their better free throw shooters miss, unusually. Delich slides it to Cotton, who hangs on out there. That's Book, who will not shoot it from distance. Norwell's willing to settle off of him and let him drive inside the lane. Connor Cotton is turned away, and now Lux trying to create off the dribble. Jake Parker with tight defense as he pushes him back out to the three-point line. Almost 3 minutes gone, and Crown Point hasn't scored, and there's a foul inside by Leighton Bailey. It goes against him. Keaton Book is back to the line. Missed both last time, and that's the first foul against Leighton Bailey.
2 shots. At the line, 31, Keaton.
Again, this team shoots almost 80% from the foul line as a group, but they're 0 for 3 as Keaton Book has missed all 3 short here to start the game today. Second one short, 0 for 4 effort from Keaton Book. Now Norwell leading by 5 and back on the attack. Brody Bolin at the top of the key, won't shoot it from out there, and not a real driver either. Him and Graff play catch. Parker gets free for a moment, goes bowling out of control, and gets called for an offensive foul, and that's number 2 on Jake Parker.
Foul, Norwell, number 5, Jake Parker.
That's a really damaging foul for Norwell, as Parker's going to have to go to the bench here. Didn't even make it 3 minutes in without picking up his second foul. Norwell does not play with foul trouble much. They're normally a team that just doesn't foul much. Defensively, they're disciplined. They play tight man defense, but a couple of them have been offensive. In fact, both of them on Parker have been of the offensive variety. Delich catches in the corner for Crown Point, trailing 5-0, still without a basket, 3 minutes in. Here's A.J. Lux catching and shooting. He gets fouled by Cohen Bailey on the 3. He was falling away, light contact, but Bailey rammed into his wrist. That's already the 5th team foul against Norwell, and 3 shots coming for A.J. Lux. If he can't get it from the three-point line, he'll head to the free throw line where he's a 77% shooter, and he misses the first one. And Crown Point has missed their first 5 foul shots here today. Lux will calmly knock down the second one, and finally the Bulldogs get on the board. And it has been a struggle from this spot. That free throw good, makes him 2 for 7 to start the game here today, but already 7 free throws just over 3 minutes into the game. 5-2, Crown Point still without a bucket. A 3 and a 2 for Norwell, a Bailey 3, and a McBride elbow jumper. McBride has had tight defense played on him so far by Drew Adzia. He's got Delich on him now in the corner. They're trying to run a set to get him free. Bailey a pump fake and looks for Bolin and gives it to him. This is good defense by Crown Point once again. Norwell's patient though, won't force it. McBride stops, finds Bailey, spots up left wing 3, no good. Graff vying for the rebound, and he's got it. His second offensive board. And now McBride holds on to it for Norwell as they'll reset the offense. Half of the first quarter gone. Norwell on top of Crown Point, 5-2. Cohen Bailey in front of the Crown Point bench. Dribbles out to the top. This has been an impressive defensive effort here by Crown Point. He only gives up 45 points a game, and one can see why. They're very tight on the inside. They pack it in, but they are also aggressive on the ball when it gets to the perimeter. Bailey lost the handle, threw it off the foot of Book, and it'll stay with Norwell. But this has been close to a 60-second possession for the Knights. They still have not found the bottom of the net. In fact, they've only gotten 1 shot off. John Colbert's back into the game, or actually in for the first time today, alongside Ashton Fetterspiel. Luke Kraft, Brody Bolin will take a seat. So 3 bench players are on the floor right now for Norwell, although John Colbert has started in his career, started last year some for the Knights. He battled injury and finally, after a football injury, got back to action against Bluffton just before the Christmas holiday. He had went 6 for 6 from the free throw line yesterday. Luke McBride just rises and fires and knocks down a 3. And quickly Norwell up a half dozen. Now they lose Lux in transition. You don't get many of those opportunities to see him miss that, but he does this time, and Norwell hangs on to that half-dozen-point lead. Bailey off to Colbert, a 3. He's got it from the opposite corner, and that's a timeout called by Clint Schwan. Norwell's raced out to an 11-2 lead thanks to back-to-back triples from Luke McBride and John Colbert. They're up 9 early.
is filled with fabulous golf courses that offer a variety of experiences and are as diverse and distinct as the regions they're in. And there is one right here in your backyard that you shouldn't miss. Green Valley Golf Club, located at 2635 East, 150 North in Bluffton. You deserve a little time on the greens, so book your tee time, brush off your spikes, and get ready to play. Green Valley Golf Club, located at 2635 East, 150 North in Bluffton, just east of the Stone Quarry.
Head on out to Green Valley to hit some balls on their driving range or putting green. Call 824-4510 to reserve your tee time. Green Valley, where your friends play.
Back here at the middle, semifinal contest between Norwell and Crown Point of this Noblesville Holiday Tournament. Norwell leading Crown Point 11-2. They've knocked down a trio of threes in this first quarter. Colbert, Bailey, and McBride all have one. And you add a elbow jumper in by McBride, and that's where they've gotten to an 11-2 lead. Crown Point has not made a shot from the floor yet. Almost 5 minutes of game action. They're just 2 of 7 from the foul line as well. That's been a big issue for Crown Point, and it forced a Clint Swan timeout to try to settle the Bulldogs down. Catching high post is Book, and he hands it off to Adzia. Adzia had a really nice game yesterday. Good defense here by Bailey. Got him off his feet, and Adzia finishes through contact. Good work out of the timeout, and Adzia gets their first basket from the floor to make it 11-4. We still got 3 bench players on the floor for Norwell in Colbert, Federspiel, and Cohen Bailey. Leighton Bailey is out there with McBride to round out the 5 on the floor. That pass is never going to have a chance to get through. Turnover by Colbert. Adzia, and the pass to Lux, and it's back-to-back buckets out of the timeout for Crown Point. It's a 5-point game. Now the Crown Point bench and Faithful trying to get into it a little bit. McBride catches way out in the between the circles area, and he lost his balance. Ball's loose. Federspiel keeps it alive. Norwell retains possession. Bailey to Bailey, and there's McBride again at the elbow, and he doesn't miss that much, but he does this time, tracking down the rebound. Connor Cotton for Crown Point, and the Bulldogs work back, trailing by 5. It's an offense that likes to work quick. Adzia has it stripped, and Federspiel collects the loose ball for Norwell. Bailey, offensive foul by Leighton Bailey, and that's number 2 on Bailey, and Norwell's got all kinds of foul trouble here to start the contest. So Bailey and Parker are now both on the bench. That's the 6th foul against Norwell, and Crown Point is an outstanding free throw shooting team. So Graft is on the floor again, and Norwell's really in trouble. There is not a lot of scoring threats outside of McBride on the floor right now for Norwell. Adzia around a screen. He gets free at the point and knocks down a 3. And out of the timeout, Crown Point has scored the last 7. And all of a sudden, it's a 2-point game. Norwell raced out 11-2, and now it's 11-9. Closing in on the final minute of the first quarter as McBride's in the corner. And Graft has to chase after it and pick it up. McBride, quick fire from the corner, had to rush his shot. Graft his 3rd offensive rebound of the quarter. Cohen Bailey's wide open for 3, but leaves it short. Colbert an offensive board. 4th chance coming for Norwell. It's blocked. Graft missed it, but it's cleaned up by Ashton Federspiel. And 4 chances at it for Norwell finally results in points. And it's a 4-point advantage. Federspiel couldn't quite get that, and he is contesting Keaton Book. But Book goes up and gets to the rim right against Federspiel. It's 13-11. Entertaining first quarter here at Noblesville. Semifinal game of the 9th annual Noblesville Holiday Tournament. Norwell beat Lawrence Central yesterday by 10 to get here, and Crown Point beat Columbus North by 7. Norwell likely looking for the final shot here of the quarter, leading by 2. It's McBride out near the timeline with 8. As he'll set the offense in motion. Uses the screen from Federspiel. Down the lane. Left-handed finish by McBride. And it's a 4-point lead. And the quarter comes to an end. And that's that. So Norwell leads after 1 quarter of play, 15-11. We'll take a timeout and return with the second quarter after this on The Voice.
Nick Huffman, a Bluffton High School graduate, is ready to help you buy, sell, or build your dream home. If you're ready to start a new chapter in your life, now's the time. With historic low interest rates, houses are moving at lightning speed. Whether you need single-family, multifamily, agricultural, commercial, property management, mixed use, or land development, give Nick a call or text at 827-8255 or send him a message on Facebook at Real Estate by Nick Huffman. Nick is located at the Steffen Group at 107 West Market Street in Bluffton. His number again is 827-8255.
Back here at the Mill in Noblesville, things getting a little interesting at the first quarter break. Clint Swan was less than pleased after the lack of a foul call there at the end of the quarter. He thought that one of his players got fouled by McBride right before the quarter horn, and the official who made the call, John Omer, was ruling that the quarter had expired first. Norwell will have possession to start the second quarter. And so you can understand the frustration from Clint Swan, who's now talking to Nick Slowick over there, 10-time regional official. Luke Graft will inbound to McBride. Norwell up 4 to start this second quarter. Really nice first quarter and weathered a little bit of a storm. They go to the baseline with Graft. And McBride couldn't get a shot off. To the middle with Bolin. Nice ball movement here. Crown Point has settled into a 2-3 zone to start this second quarter. Graft to the baseline once again. Got the defender off his feet but missed it. 5th offensive rebound of the first half for Luke Graft. And now he's headed to the free throw line after the foul by Crown Point.
Crown Point, 15, A.J. Lux.
A.J. Lux picks up the personal.
2 shots at the line, number 12, Luke Graft.
Graft's first free throw is good. He's just a 50% foul shooter on the season. And it's Norwell's first trip to the line here today. Second one is good as well. And Norwell was 22 for 28 yesterday in the win over Lawrence Central from the foul line. Norwell's extended the lead now back to 6. They've led by as many as 9 in this first half. Nice back cut and great ball movement. Elliott Swan into the game for Crown Point to start the second quarter. Adzia rising fire and buries a 3. And McBride blew a tire. 8 points for Adzia as he'll have to adjust his shoe. Stoppage for a moment. Back to a 3-point contest. Crown Point has had the answer here after struggling out of the gate to start here today. Took them almost 5 minutes into the game to get a basket from the floor. Started the game 2 for 7 from the free throw line. And it was a major issue for Crown Point. But they've since settled down, knocked down a couple of threes. 8 points for Drew Adzia. 4 points for Lux. And 2 points for Keaton Book inside. Norwell's really distributed the points well. And they're in big-time foul trouble. Leighton Bailey and Jake Parker are on the bench right now with 2 fouls each. So if you can get to the halftime here and find a way to have the lead, you're in great shape heading to the second half, one would think. Still a 2-3 zone here by Crown Point. They've played it on the first 2 possessions of the second quarter. They get it to Bolin in the middle at the free throw line. Colbert tries a 3, missed it short. Graft again keeps the offensive rebound alive. And he creates a second chance. Norwell's had a lot of those in this first half. McBride a pass fake and then rims a 3, no good. And a foul against Colbert will put Crown Point again at the line.
Personal foul, Norwell. It's on number 3, John Colbert.
So it's the 7th team foul against Norwell in this first half. Crown Point shooting the rest of the way for the final 6:30 of the second quarter. But Book has not made one yet. He is 0 for 4. And he's 0 for 5 as he misses the front end. Man, that is a real problem. He was over 50% coming in, which isn't a great percentage, but that's a lot of points that have been left of the stripe for Crown Point. It's really not common for him to do that. Bolin caught it at the elbow and had a little bit of space, still does. Kicks it to McBride, who misses a 3, and Bolin tracks down the offensive rebound. Crown Point having trouble rebounding out of this zone to start this second quarter. Colbert lost his footing for a moment, but they try to swing it and reverse it to Graft on the baseline. He gets doubled. They're trapping out of that zone, and they're just a long team, so it's a hard zone to play against, but you got to move the ball well. Colbert turns it over. Colbert's had a couple of those in this first half. And a quick pass up ahead to Lux, and a quick release, but he missed it. Offensive rebound by Book. And a second chance for Crown Point. Boards are piling up for both squads here in this first half. Into the corner, Adzia, working against McBride. Nice defense to shut off the baseline. Adzia still trying to create space, but McBride like a second skin on it. In front of the Norwell bench is Connor Cotton, who hasn't had an offensive impact yet today. And now Elliott Swan on the wing. All screening action, and that's an illegal screen by A.J. Lux, and that's number 2 on Lux. He was trying to set a down screen against Bolin and Colbert, got caught up in the lane. Now a little bit of decision time for Clint Swan, and he's going to leave Lux on the floor. Ashton Fetterspiel's back on the floor for Norwell as Bolin takes a seat. Also into the game is Jake Parker for John Colbert. And they were late getting Delich to the scorer's table, so I'm guessing he's coming in for Lux, but we'll see. They extend the 2-3 zone to the timeline, and now Norwell rolling the dice with Parker in the game with 2 fouls. A spin for Fetterspiel, and soft touch is no good. Rebounded by Connor Cotton for the Bulldogs. Crown Point has trailed the entire way so far. They're going to give Cotton that shot. He will not shoot that 3. He's only taken 3 of them all season long. Adzia against the young Cohen Bailey on the wing. And it's perimeter-based offense here for Crown Point. McBride had his hand in the passing lane. Fights over the screen. McBride gets called for a foul. And much to the chagrin of the Norwell faithful, McBride's first foul. A lot of fouls in this first half. Again, this is not a Norwell team that is used to being in foul trouble. They don't have a particularly deep bench. They also don't have Cade Shelton today, by the way.
One in the bonus, A.J. Lux at the line.
Lux a 77% foul shooter. 2 of 3 his first time at the stripe, and he misses the front end. Free throws have been an issue for Crown Point in this first half. Almost halfway through the second quarter, Norwell leads by 3, 17-14 here in the semifinal game of the Holiday Tournament. Fetterspiel blocked inside by Book, and Crown Point has the rebound, and they'll try to push the pace. Adzia against Bailey, who's back in with 2 fouls, and that's a bucket for Keaton Book underneath, and he's got it to a 1-point game. Norwell's got 2 players on the floor that each have 2 fouls. I was wondering how Mike McBride might handle that. Problem is, fouls have been called kind of tight here in this first half. So it's definitely a dice roll. Oh, Fetterspiel lost in the middle of that zone by the Crown Point defense, and an assist by Luke Graft. Really nice play there. Fetterspiel got open, and he's got 4 first half points. That's Matt Zadanovich, who's into the game for Crown Point for the first time today. Oh, man, that's a deep 3. That's way short by Adzia. Rebounded by Fetterspiel. And a quick pass up ahead. Parker lost the handle. He cannot foul here. McBride defending on the baseline. They get Zadanovich free, and Zadanovich ties the game.
25, Matt Zadanovich.
Zadanovich had only scored 10 points on the season coming into the tournament. He had 2 yesterday, and that is his second 3 of the year to tie the game. Bailey tries to answer and can't. Oh, nice rebound by Fetterspiel, and a foul on the backside by Keaton Book, and that's number 2 on him. Foul trouble for both teams here as Fetterspiel's off to the foul line. He was 0 for 3 on the season coming into the tournament. And Fetterspiel missed one yesterday, and he misses the first one here. John Colbert, Cohen Bailey are coming back in to give Parker and Bailey a breather, respectively. And I think that's a good move by Mike McBride with 2:44 left. Might see one more little spurt out of those 2 before the half, trying to get them to the break without picking up their 3rd foul. Second one is good for Fetterspiel. 5 points for him, 20-19. Norwell on top by 1. In the corner it goes. Jack Svedich is into the game for Crown Point. Just checked in at that dead ball. Zadanovich just hit a 3. And Delich is back in as well. No A.J. Lux on the floor for Crown Point at the moment. Adzia is the go-to guy right now. Adzia averages 17 points a game for this Crown Point team. Good ball movement here, but better defense by Norwell. Crown Point has not gotten a clean look off yet on this possession. A lot of long possessions here for both teams in this first half. Colbert tight on defense. The turn teardrop no good by Svedic, rebounded by Colbert. Norwell continues to hold on to that 1-point lead. Led by as many as 9 in this first half. That was in the first quarter as they started the game on an 11-2 run. Lead 20-19 at the moment. McBride straight away. Yes!
3-point basket, Luke McBride.
McBride has his second triple of the first half. He's got 8. Norwell leads by 4. Adzia trying to lower his shoulder against McBride. Norwell fans not happy about that either as Adzia swings it around the perimeter. They do not have size in the game right now, and that's why Svedic is stuck on the post. Catch and release for Delich, who brings Crown Point back to within 1. It's Carter Delich's first bucket. He's only made 4 3-pointers on the year. That was number 5. It's 23-22. Some of the best scorers in the game right now are on the bench due to foul trouble. Lux for Crown Point, Bailey and Parker for Norwell. And so really, it's McBride and Adzia, the 2 big scorers on the floor right now for both squads respectively. Under a minute to go in the first half, Norwell has led wire to wire. 2-3 zone by Crown Point basically this entire second quarter, at least the majority of it. Bailey turns it over. Cohen Bailey had it deflected by a Bulldog, and they're running the other way. And they'll step with Zdanovic, who misses this one. Rebound tracked down, though, by Delich, and what? Delich stepped on the baseline, and that goes back to Norwell. And they're going to roll the dice here. They're going to try to get a bucket before the break. Parker, Bolin, and Bailey all check back into the game. Cohen Bailey, John Colbert, Ashton Federspiel to the bench with 34 seconds to go in the first half. Norwell likely going to hold for the final shot, so the problem with that is Parker's 2 fouls in this first half were both of the offensive variety, one on a bad screen and the other one on just lowering his shoulder. It's almost a 3-2 zone applied right now by Crown Point. They're really spreading it out. 10 seconds to go in the quarter. Parker to McBride, 5 seconds. They got to get something going. There's the over-the-top play, and McBride almost ran out of room, and he turns it over, and Norwell won't get a shot off before the first half horn expires. Well, after one half, Norwell suffered through lots of foul trouble and still leads it 23-22 at the break. We'll take a timeout. We'll return with the halftime show after this on WellsCountyVoice.com.
Good evening, Norwell basketball fans. My name is Nathan Shelton. As an advisor at Shelton Financial Group, the thing I enjoy most is talking to our clients about what matters to them. As our clients prepare for and enjoy retirement, some enjoy spending time with their grandkids, some prefer to travel the world, and for others, it's giving of time and resources. As you think of and prepare for your retirement, we'd love to talk with you either virtually or in person at one of our office locations in Austin or Fort Wayne. You can also call us at 260-436-7006. Nathan Shelton, investment advisor representative of USA Financial Securities, member FINRA SIPC, a registered investment advisor.
Cleaning One Incorporated, your cleaning specialists. They offer a great variety of cleaning services, commercial cleaning, cleaning windows, strip and wax floors, clean carpets, complete sanitizing of facilities, floor repair or replacement. They will also schedule a PM maintenance program.
At Cleaning One, your security is their top priority. They do a complete background check on each of their employees so you can feel good about letting them into your homes. For more information, give Rob a call at 260-409-2564 or give Bob a call, 260-403-7676. Or you can simply send them an email at officeonecleaning@yahoo.com.
Cleaning One Incorporated, your cleaning specialists.
Are you taking the first step towards a healthier you, or are you just tired of the same workout? From beginners to fitness veterans, the Greater Fort Wayne YMCA is the place for you. We offer a full range of workout equipment, personal trainers, certified instructors, a full line of classes, an indoor pool, and so much more. Have peace of mind when you work out with childcare available. The Greater Fort Wayne YMCA is so much more. Join today. Visit fwymca.org.
Bluffton Roofing Incorporated prides themselves on developing a long-term relationship with their customers, listening to their needs, and suggesting the proper course of action, be it preventative maintenance, repair, or replacement. Bluffton Roofing and owner James Worth are GAF certified and are certified weather stopper roofing contractors. Bluffton Roofing is fully insured, protecting you and your home. Call 824-3564 or 307-6313. Bluffton Roofing Incorporated. Quality first home improvements.
In business since 1981, Barkley Builders has been building residential homes and commercial projects in Northeast Indiana, taking pride in building their clients the best project for their budget. With interaction between clients, vendors, and trade contractors, Barkley Builders meets the needs of homeowners to build their forever home. At Barkley Builders, it's all about you. It's your heart and your soul at the center of every design decision made. Josh and his team are poised to build the home you've always wanted. It isn't just a home, it's your forever home. Contact Barkley Builders at 260-622-7674. That's 622-7674. Or find them on Facebook at Barkley Builders, Inc. Let Barkley Builders get started on your Barkley Built Forever home.
Did you sprain your ankle playing with your kids last night? Have you had a nagging pain while training for an upcoming race? Or do you have an upcoming surgery? Indiana Physical Therapy understands how important and valuable your time is to you. At Indiana Physical Therapy, we can schedule you within 24 hours at any of our 19 convenient clinics. With trusted results, you can count on Indiana Physical Therapy to get you better, faster. You don't need a referral from your doctor, and all insurances are accepted, including Anthem. IPT is your choice for physical therapy. So what are you waiting for? Call Indiana Physical Therapy right now at 260-209-2464 to schedule an appointment, or go online to indianapt.com. Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
When looking to sell or buy a home in Wells County, it's so important to work with an experienced full-time agent from the local area. I'm Bev Grish, and I'm beginning my 24th year helping families in the real estate business and would love to guide your family through the process. When you choose to work with a local agent who knows the Wells County market, you are a step ahead. I have built good working relationships with local lenders, realtors, inspectors, contractors, and appraisers, and it helps the process go smoothly. Whether you are buying your first home, a larger home, investment property, dream home, selling a long-time family business, or downsizing into retirement, I'm here to help. Heartfelt thanks for supporting me 24 years in the real estate business I truly love. Bev Sells Wells at 466-1822.
Welcome back to the Mill here at Noblesville, 9th Annual Noblesville Holiday Tournament. Semifinal game number 1, a pair of 7-1 teams. It's Norwell and Crown Point, and it has looked like a couple of 7-1 teams. The Knights leading 23-22 in what was mostly a tight first half. Norwell got out to a 9-point lead early, but Crown Point quickly shaved that lead down tight, and since then it's been within a couple of possessions. But Norwell has led wire to wire. In that first half, pretty balanced effort from both squads. Luke McBride leading the way for Norwell with 8 points. They got 5 from Ashton Fetterspiel and 3 each from Bailey and Colbert, alongside 2 from Luke Graff. Foul trouble was an issue in the first quarter for Norwell, and it bled into the second quarter, obviously. Jake Parker, Leighton Bailey both went to the bench with 2 fouls in that first quarter. Played brief stretches in the second quarter, and really was limited, though, and it created some opportunities for guys like Ashton Fetterspiel to get baskets, and Norwell had to figure out how to score without them, and they really held off Crown Point defensively and did a nice job weathering that storm. I said early in the second quarter, if Norwell could go to the half with the lead, they're in great shape heading to the second half, because they've been able to do that with 3 to 4, at sometimes 4 bench players on the floor at the same time. Crown Point was led by Drew Adzia with 8 points. He averages 17 points a game, and he's a great free throw shooter, a great three-point shooter, over 50% from 3. He's only missed a couple of free throws all year long. This is as pure shooter as it gets, but he only made 2 threes in that first half, which I think is limited. 3 points for Matt Zadanovich and Carter Delich, each who had 1 triple, and Keaton Book had 2 buckets inside. The problem for Book was that he was 0 for 5 from the free throw line, including the miss of a front end of a 1-and-1. Crown Point missed almost 10 free throws in the first half. You just don't see that very often, especially by any team, frankly. But by a team that shoots at 79%, they were the best free throw shooting team in this 8-team field coming into the week, and that was not on display in that first half. The other problem for Crown Point, A.J. Lux was on the bench a majority of the second quarter, and he had 2 fouls. Even though he did not play a big role offensively, didn't have a 3, he made 7 threes yesterday against Columbus North, went 7 of 9, had 27 points in that contest against the Bulldogs. He has 4 points at the half. We'll step aside one more time. We'll be back with the third quarter after this on WellsCountyVoice.com, part of the Voice Sports Network and the IHSAA Champions Network.
Hello, Tim Steffen Financial Group. It's been said nothing is certain except change. We must adapt to change to stay safe and move forward. What changes have there been in your life? At Steffen Financial Group, we would like to work with you and help with your future planning. Call me, Tim Steffen, or Michelle Stoller, 260-824-8175. Steffen Financial Group, 110 West Cherry Street, Bluffton, Indiana. Retirement, investments, savings plans. Steffen Financial Group can also assist with your personalized Medicare supplement, health, life, and long-term care plans. 260-824-8175. Steffen Financial Group. Solid planning, local service, professional advice. Securities and insurance offered through Thurston Springer Financial, a registered broker-dealer, member FINRA and SIPC, and Indiana Insurance Agency. Tim Steffen is a registered associate of Thurston Springer Financial and is doing business as Steffen Financial Group. Tim Steffen and Steffen Financial Group are independent of Thurston Springer Financial.
Bluffton Roofing Incorporated prides themselves on developing a long-term relationship with their customers, listening to their needs and suggesting the proper course of action, be it preventative maintenance, repair, or replacement. Bluffton Roofing and owner James Worth are GAF certified and are certified weather stopper roofing contractors. Bluffton Roofing is fully insured, protecting you and your home. Call 824-3564 or 307-6313. Bluffton Roofing Incorporated. Quality first home improvements.
1 point lead for Norwell as we start the third quarter. It's been entertaining from start to finish. Thanks for joining us this morning for another broadcast. We'll have either the third place game or the championship here on The Voice later tonight. Third place game is at 6 o'clock and the championship is at 7:45. Derek Decker, Edwin Archbold, our entire crew, thanks so much for being along with us on this Wednesday morning. Holiday Hoops action, one of the premier tournaments in the Midwest. And it has been on display. All 6 games yesterday were pretty competitive, and it was a lot of fun to watch. And there's 6 more games here today to complete this 2021 Noblesville Holiday Tournament. Starters back on the floor for both squads. Crown Point has a chance to take their first lead of the game when they start with the basketball here in the third quarter. A.J. Lux is back onto the floor. Missed a lot of that second quarter with foul trouble. If you're just joining us, both teams had foul trouble in the first half. Norwell leading, though, by 1 with bench players on the floor most of the first half. There's a foul by Brody Boland. They're going to give him free throws on that.
Personal foul, Norwell.
Mike McBride kind of signaled at it and then just put his hands down. I'm kind of surprised that's a 2-shot foul. But Book is back at the line. Boland picks up number 2. And Book finally gets a free throw to go. He was 0 for 5 before that. And he ties us at 23. There's a chance to give Crown Point their first lead, which he cannot do. And so we remain knotted at 23. Every game yesterday got into the 60s by the winning team. And so we're on pace for much shorter than that. It's been a much more defensive effort in this first half. A couple of really good teams going at it here at Noblesville in this first game this morning. This has been an entertaining game to watch. Graft at the top of the key. He had a big impact without scoring, although he did have 2 free throws. He had by my count, 7 offensive rebounds in that first half, and a couple of block shots as well. Really did a nice job keeping plays alive and creating second chance opportunities. Patient offensive possession here for Norwell on their first trip down the floor in the second half. Bolin finds Parker on a cross-court pass in the corner, and Parker misses the three. Luke McBride called for the rebound. Mike McBride can't believe it. And McBride got the dig in there. Foul called from the backside. Second against McBride and the second against Norwell in this third quarter. More fouls have been called in this tournament than Norwell is accustomed to. They did not battle, really haven't battled much foul trouble all year prior to this tournament in their 7 games coming into the holiday event. But they had a lot of fouls yesterday. Nobody personally was in big foul trouble, but they gave Lawrence Central a lot of free throws. That's a block called on Luke Graft, rather, as Adzia was running down the lane. And it's Adzia heading to the stripe. Boyd's done a nice job getting to the free throw line today, and that's probably going to pay dividends as the game rolls along here. Adzia puts Crown Point in front for the first time today. 9 points for the senior. This guy's not going to miss any free throws. He is 32 of 34 on the season coming into today. That's good for 96%. Second free throw is good as well. So that's definitely not the guy you want to foul down the stretch of the game if it gets to that point. 25-23, zone. It's a tight zone. Everybody's packed towards the top. It looks like a 2-3 though, and guarding the middle is Keaton Boot. Norwell had minor issues with this, but they did not have their scorers on the floor. Luke Graff just walked with the basketball, and that's a turnover. I was just about to say, I think Norwell could probably benefit from a timeout here, as Mike McBride will use one, and we'll take it along with him.
Are you taking the first step towards a healthier you, or are you just tired of the same workout? From beginners to fitness veterans, the Greater Fort Wayne YMCA is the place for you. We offer a full range of workout equipment, personal trainers, certified instructors, a full line of classes, an indoor pool, and so much more. Have peace of mind when you work out with childcare available. The Greater Fort Wayne YMCA is so much more. Join today. Visit fwymca.org.
Well, the third quarter has started with 3 Crown Point points, and they've all been from the line. And they have a 2-point lead. Mike McBride just used his first timeout. Bulldogs have it back after the Graff turnover. And so the Bulldogs looking to build on that 2-point advantage, which is their largest lead of the game. Norwell led the entire first half. Starters on the floor for both teams. Parker defending tightly against Lux on the 3-point line, who has not had a good offensive day. Only 4 points after 27 yesterday, and that's an offensive foul away from the ball. It goes against Connor Cotton. No, I'm sorry, it goes against Keaton Book, and that's number 3 on him. So that's an even bigger foul for Crown Point. Elliott Swan will have to check in here for the Bulldogs. And Book is on the bench, so they get a lot smaller when Book goes to the bench. And now Norwell's got a chance to attack inside, even though they're playing that zone. The middle should open up a little bit more here. Bailey, a shot fake, gets Parker free, who dribble drives. Finds Graft in the short corner. Parker had it stripped. Ball still loose, picked up by Elliott Swan for Crown Point. And it's back-to-back turnovers for Norwell. Off-balance 3 for Lux, that's no good. He just hasn't gotten a good look today. Norwell's done a nice job defensively against him. Bailey turns, penetrates. McBride from the corner, we're tied. I take that back. I can't add. McBride has a 3, and he puts Norwell back up 1. He's got 11 points, his 3rd triple of the game. 26-25. Start to go back and forth here at the start of this third quarter. Down low, a foul against Graft. That shot waved off anyway. Connor Cotton, the man who caught it underneath the basket. Graft a little bit late to the party. Second foul against Graft. The 4th against Norwell in this second half. Colbert and Federspiel are back in. Gave great minutes off the bench in that first half. Graft and Bolin step to the bench. Inbounds over the top to Lux, who lost the handle. The putback is good, though, plus a foul against Parker.
Personal foul Norwell, number 5, Jake Parker. Count the basket for A.J. Lux. He has one shot.
That's number 3 on Parker. It's the first night to reach 3 fouls. That free one is good. 28-26, 11 points. I'm sorry, that's not true. It's 7 points rather for Lux. Parker to the baseline. Cut off. Good defense here by Crown Point. Federspiel's off-balance shot misses, rebounded by Connor Cotton, who's really starting to rack up the rebounds. Drives to the baseline, finds a cutting Adzia for the teardrop, and it's a 4-point Crown Point lead. Adzia has a dozen. Crown Point starting to feel a little momentum really for the first time today. Inside out, back to the straightaway 3 from Bailey. That's no good. McBride keeps the rebound alive, but it's saved in by Elliott Swan for the Bulldogs, and they can work on that 4-point advantage. Norwell can start to feel it slipping a little bit as Cohen Bailey's going to check into the game, trying to turn the tide a little bit. They've really gone cold offensively to start this third quarter. Only 3 points this side of the break in the first 4 minutes. Parker whiffed on the steal attempt. 3 is no good by Delich, rebounded by Federspiel. Norwell moving the other direction quickly. Around the perimeter, Federspiel works in the middle of that zone. Parker to the baseline, fouled from behind, and count the basket for Jake Parker, who was leaning on the baseline, a 10-footer. And the foul against Delich will put Parker at the line to try for a 3-point play. Parker's first basket of the game. And Parker is pure on the free throw. Back to a 1-point contest. Cohen Bailey in for Jake Parker to give him a breather. He's got 3 fouls, remember, so Norwell trying to play that wisely and make sure he's available in an end-of-game situation if necessary. 1-point lead for the Bulldogs here. Pair of 7-1 teams in this semifinal contest. Winner gets a berth in the championship at 7:45 against the winner of the second semifinal, which features Chesterton and Noblesville. Lux, I think, gets fouled from behind by Cohen Bailey.
First to foul number 20 of
and
Norwell,
so
Cohen Bailey.
There's 3:19 left in the third quarter. That's the 6th foul against Norwell in the second half. So Crown Point is going to be shooting the rest of the game on a common foul. Shot a lot of the first half as well. A lot of free throws today. Lux from the volleyball line. That hit the strap after it hit the heel, and it'll go back to Norwell with a chance to retake the lead. So Crown Point now back into a man defense as Federspiel had a couple of buckets in the first half, catches it at the elbow. McBride free for a moment. Colbert takes a look, hands it off. Bailey, it's kind of a natural screen. Colbert kept that alive, and an offensive rebound taken down by Cohen Bailey. Norwell has had a lot of second chance opportunities here today, and it has given them some second chance points. Big reason why they're down just 1 at the moment. They led the entire first half. Federspiel in the middle. Federspiel up and under, missed it. McBride crashing for the rebound, and a foul called against A.J. Lux, I think. And that's number 3. If it is on him, it's not. It's on Carter Delich instead. And regardless, it puts McBride at the line. Third foul against the Bulldogs in the second half. McBride, a 92% foul shooter. .33 for 36 on the year coming into the tournament. Did miss a technical free throw yesterday, and he missed the first one here.
Bulldogs 22, Jack Stennis.
Matt Zdanovich just checked back in for Crown Point. Second one is good. And so McBride has 12 points now for Norwell. First made free throw of the game, and we're all tied again at 30 with 2 minutes left in the third quarter. I mean, at the very least, this is proof that Norwell can compete with the best of 4A. This is a top 10 team. Really, when you look at it in the Sagarin, they're very easily could be a top 10 team. They're 7-1, just one loss. Obviously, Chesterton's in the top 10 as well. This is some of the best competition in 4A in the state. And Norwell won yesterday pretty handily. Here's a step-back three from Bailey, and he banks it in. Leighton Bailey, his second triple of the game, uses the window, and it's a 3-point Norwell lead. As the reaction said it all there from Clint Swan, just kind of hung his head in defeat. There's not a lot you can do to guard that. That was a step back off the dribble for Leighton Bailey, and he banked it in. Closing in on the final minute of the third quarter. Tight defense by Cohen Bailey against A.J. Lux, who was free all day yesterday and not so much today. Open mid-range for Drew Adzia, a step in front of the three-point line. 14 points for him. Now they'll go back into a 2-3 zone. They've really changed up defenses. Norwell has not shown any zone here today, as they just don't normally do that. But Crown Point has used it very effectively. Norwell might hold for the final shot. I mean, they started this possession with just under a minute left, but there's no reason to rush a shot. Norwell is leading by one. Crown Point in that zone, not trapping hard and really allowing Norwell to just kind of settle it down at midcourt. They'll try to get close enough to get the count on. McBride. 10 seconds. Now they will go back to man. They got to get organized in a hurry. Now I guess they will go back to a 2-3. And now it is man. It's a switching man. 1 second. McBride off balance. No good. And that ends the third quarter. Still got a good one here at Noblesville. 1 point game as we head to the final frame on The Voice.
At Corrective Chiropractic, we offer individualized treatment plans for patients of all ages, from infants to elderly, and even during pregnancy. Have you ever experienced a workplace, sports, or auto accident, or just suffer from chronic pain? Corrective Chiropractic can help. Knee, neck, shoulder, or back pain, headaches, migraines, allergies, muscular tension. Corrective Chiropractic can help. I'm Dr. Josh Bell from Corrective Chiropractic. We welcome patients from Bluffton, Yoder, Decatur, Bern, Montpelier, and the surrounding areas. Schedule your appointment today at 260-353-1400 and let Corrective Chiropractic help you along your journey to health and wellness. Corrective Chiropractic, 360 North Main Street, Suite A, Dutch Mill Plaza. Feel and function better.
Well, without a doubt, a much different pace today than it was yesterday. Norwell got to play kind of fast and loose against Lawrence Central, who was not particularly disciplined defensively, but they had playmakers on offense. They gave up a big run to Norwell to start the third quarter, and the Knights pulled away and won fairly easily, 69-59.
Norwell has the ball to begin our fourth quarter.
Norwell will start working towards us to begin this fourth quarter, leading by a point. They've led at the end of every quarter, although Crown Point led the majority of that third quarter. Norwell led the entire way in the first half. Federspiel at the top of the key, inside out. Parker back on the floor for Norwell. 2-3 zone to start the fourth quarter for Crown Point on defense. They've changed up looks. They've gone to man. They've gone to switching man. They've gone 2-3. They've played 3-2 at times today. Up and under move and a finish at the rim for Ashton Federspiel. And Federspiel has 7 huge points off the bench for Norwell. Back cut by Lux was taken away by Jake Parker. Parker's still against Lux. Both of those guys have 3 fouls. I take that back. Lux still only has 2. Crown Point has not had a bunch of foul trouble today, and a similar move by Keaton Book, leaning away from the lane. Makes it a 1-point game once again. They've really done a nice job, Norwell has, in that zone, getting it to the middle, feeding Federspiel, and understanding spacing and where they need to go with it. Long bounce pass comes out to McBride. Federspiel just roaming the top of that free throw line. Bailey will pull the trigger on a 3 and bury it. Leighton Bailey in front of the Norwell bench, and the Knights are up 2 possessions for the first time since the first half. Almost a walk there by Matt Zdanowicz. Adzia stopped off the dribble. Patient possession once again. It's been the theme of the game here for both squads. Adzia threw it away. There have not been many turnovers in this game by either team, and Clint Swan is going to use a timeout here. And the Norwell faithful will come to their feet. 6:18 to go. The Knights leading by 4. It's a 30. We'll keep it right here. But again, turnovers have been in single digits for both teams. Crown Point had issues with that yesterday. They turned it over 21 times, but they shot at 64% from the floor. And a big part of that was the 27 points from A.J. Lux. They went 7 of 9 from the three-point line, did Lux yesterday. He has 39 made threes on the season, and today he has not made a three. He's got 7 points, but 3 of those have come from the free throw line and a couple of shots around the rim. Lux has been frustrated, missed some time in the second quarter due to foul trouble. Norwell is going to allow Crown Point to shoot free throws the rest of the way, and that's the one advantage where this lead at the moment might start to dwindle at some point, although Norwell hasn't fouled in a couple of minutes. The next foul on Norwell puts Crown Point in the bonus the rest of the game. They'll check in Lou Mariko at the next dead ball. Colbert is out there with Bailey, Fetterspiel, Parker, and McBride for Norwell. Parker has tight defense here played by Zdanovic, but he just drives to the rim, leaves it short off the glass, rebounded by Zdanovic, and they try to push it in transition. Jake Parker gets his hands in, saves it in, picked up by McBride, 2-on-1. McBride downhill to the cup and missed it. Man, missed opportunity there for Norwell, who could have extended their lead to 6. In transition, Adzia is fouled by Leighton Bailey, who was working back around the backside of the screen. 1-and-1 coming for Adzia.
22, Leighton Bailey.
5:34 to go. We've got a substitution as Lou Mariko checks in. 7 points a game for him, but he has not gone to the floor yet today. Had played in all 7 of Crown Point's contests on the year before the tournament. First free throw is good for Adzia. 15 points for him. He's close to his average. Again, this is the guy that doesn't miss. That's his 3rd missed free throw of the season, and that's it. He was 32 of 34 on the year coming into the game today. Norwell still leads by 3. Lead changed a couple of times in the third quarter. Other than that, it's been Norwell most of the game by a slim margin. And Norwell's going to continue to be patient here. There's no reason to rush things with a 3-point lead in the fourth quarter, as we take towards 5 minutes to go in the contest. Berth in the championship game tonight is on the line against the winner of Noblesville and Chesterton, which will happen 20 minutes after this game. Foul away from the ball here by Carter Delich. Oh no, Delich is not on the floor. Lou Mariko and picks up the personal instead. That's the 4th team foul against Crown Point, so they're not close to giving Norwell free throws yet. Still a pair of fouls to give. Bailey throws the inbounds, which was intended for McBride. It was errant, but collected by Colbert, and now a foul called against Connor Cotton. Back-to-back fouls here on Crown Point.
That foul on Crown Point's 23, Connor Cotton.
Inbounds to McBride in the corner. Bailey cut off on penetration, hands it off to Fetterspiel, who was trying to set a screen. Good defense here by Crown Point, but still there's no reason to rush things for Norwell. Colbert. Adzia hit the deck, collided with Bailey. Bailey stayed on his feet, though. There's a jump ball, I think, in the lane, and it's a turnover. Luke McBride was bouncing down the lane. 2 hands on top of it by a defender in Connor Cotton, and it's a turnover that goes back the other way. Under 4 minutes to play. Norwell leading by 3. And that's an illegal screen set away from the ball, and that is a turnover by the Bulldogs. And, man, that's a big turnover. It's a mistake there as the Bulldogs turn it over for the second time early in this quarter. Mariko just picked up his second foul. That is the 6th against Crown Point. So bonus both ways here the rest of the way. Parker on the perimeter. McBride is open. 1 dribble for 3. And missed it short, but a foul on the rebound against Crown Point. And free throws coming for Norwell. The foul against Drew Adzia, his first of the game, even though I don't think he's come off the floor. And it'll send Jake Parker to the line, who is a 67% foul shooter, just 6 of 9 on the year. Very limited attempts. He did make one early in the game, and he misses the front end. Colbert vies for the rebound. Parker's being fouled from behind by Adzia again. And Norwell is back to the line.
First to foul, Crown Point, 14, Drew Adzia.
Man, Clint Swan was not pleased with that one. He's given an earful to John Omer on the sideline. Parker gets a chance here at the 1-and-1. And the second time around, he converts. Clint Swan's got to be careful, as we saw a couple of technicals yesterday. Parker swishes both. 5-point Norwell lead with 3:28 to go. Inside it goes to Book at the elbow. Lux is trying to get free for a shot. Parker's been tight on him all game. I got a collision. Parker and Adzia are down, and now we've got a stoppage in play. Boy, people are really upset with the lack of a call either way there. McBride, I think, may have had the wind knocked out of him. Adzia hit the deck as well and then got back to his feet. A couple of teams fighting really hard, but no whistle there except to stop play. Just 3:14 to go. Lux receives the inbounds pass and finds Adzia, who will work against Bailey here. Down low, Cotton is stuck in the post. And we're under 3 minutes to go. A 5-point Norwell lead. One of their biggest of the game. Lux off balance. Missed it short, but got his own rebound, and Parker hacked him. And that's number 4 against Jake Parker. Long rebound, caromed right back out to A.J. Lux, who was headed to the foul line.
A.J. Lux at the line for the Bulldogs.
So 1-and-1 coming up here for Lux, a 77% foul shooter. Into the game, Carter Delich for Crown Point as Lou Mareko takes a seat. No problem for Lux on the first one. You put this guy at the free throw line in an end-of-game situation. Chances are he's going to be money. You can bet on a lot of the Bulldogs in that category. And he's got it back to a one-possession game, 40-37. And Crown Point will extend some backcourt pressure. They played a zone most of the second half. They get it to the middle. Does Norwell with Colbert. Bailey picks it up. He has it stripped. Crown Point all over the floor, trying to speed Norwell up. But the Knights do a nice job of not rushing a shot. The Bulldog fans are all over the 3 officials here today. And now a foul away from the ball. I think it's against Adzia again. And that is number 3 against Adzia.
That foul on Crown Point, 14, Drew Adzia.
All right, McBride is at the line. And remember, McBride is over 90% on the season from the foul line. Norwell couldn't ask for anybody better. in this moment. Misses the front end. Rebounded by Keaton Book for Crown Point. And they got a chance to tie the game with a 3 here. Lux fouled and can't get the shot to go, but nearly had a 3-point attempt.
Norwell, number 5,
and Jake Parker just fouled out of the game.
That is his 5th personal foul.
With that, by the way, as well, both teams will shoot double bonus the rest of the way. Parker gave a great effort here today. 5 points in limited time. He battled foul trouble all day long. Had 2 fouls early in the first quarter. In fact, didn't even make it 3 minutes into the game without having 2, so his time was limited in the first half. Lux shoots 2 shots here anyway because it was a shooting attempt. First one is good for Lux, and he's into double figures with 10. Lux has an offer from Purdue Northwest, had 27 points yesterday, just now reaches double figures here late in the game, but he makes it a 1-point contest with a pair of foul shots here. 40-39, closing in on 2 minutes to go. Backcourt pressure again here by Crown Point. A long pass to the forecourt. McBride finds Colbert, and it'll be interesting to see Norwell's strategy here and whether they'll take a shot. McBride might have gotten away with a walk and a foul against Crown Point here in Keaton Book, and that's number 4 on him, and it'll send McBride back to the line, this time guaranteed 2 shots.
31, Keaton Butte. At the line, 24, Luke
Neither
McBride.
team has been particularly pleased in this second half, especially with the way this game's been called. McBride has a chance to redeem himself. Missed the front end last time. This one is good. Baker's dozen for McBride, averages 18 points a night. Second one good. And a timeout called by Mike McBride. This is a 30, so we'll keep it right here. Both teams have plenty of timeouts to use here. I've got both teams with 3 to use down the stretch. Let's reset things for you. 42-39, Norwell leading Crown Point. They've had the advantage the entire way here in the fourth quarter. They led the entire first half as well, but trailed a majority of the third quarter with 1:57 to go. Both teams will shoot 2 shots the rest of the way on a common foul. 3 timeouts to work with apiece. It's been 15 big points from Drew Adzia, combined with 11 with A.J. Lux, and that's been the bulk of Crown Point's offense today. Norwell's been a little bit more balanced. 14 points for McBride, 9 for Bailey, 7 for Ashton Fetterspiel off the bench, and 5 for Jake Parker, who just fouled out of the game. So the one caveat here to the Norwell offense down the stretch is they will not have a great three-point shooter in Parker, who's over 50% on the year. Cottonell inbound here for Crown Point. No backcourt pressure applied by Norwell. They'll pick it up at half court. In man, as they've been all day long. Crown Point has used a mixture of man and mainly 2-3 zone to try to shake Norwell's offense up. Games yesterday, all of them got into the 60s by winners. A.J. Lux, the 3 off the dribble that missed, completely out of rhythm on the offense. I'm surprised that's the shot out of a timeout, and it bails Norwell out. Remember, Norwell shooting 2, and so is Crown Point on a foul. Although it can't be Book because he's got 4. Bailey saves it from going out of bounds. To the baseline, to Fetterspiel. The layup is good from the left side. Assist by Leighton Bailey. And Norwell's lead is 5. 9 points for Fetterspiel. A lockdown possession on defense here would do wonders. Lux to the corner. Delic. Yes! And Delic makes it a 2-point game. And a timeout called by Crown Point. Really good finish ensuing here. It's a full timeout. We'll take it along with him and be right back for the final 67 seconds on The Voice.
Nick Huffman, a Bluffton High School graduate, is ready to help you buy, sell, or build your dream home. If you're ready to start a new chapter in your life, now's the time. With historic low interest rates, houses are moving at lightning speed. Whether you need single-family, multifamily, agricultural, commercial, property management, mixed use, or land development, give Nick a call or text at 827-8255 or send him a message on Facebook at Real Estate by Nick Huffman. Nick is located at the Steffen Group at 107 West Market Street in Bluffton. His number again is 827-8255.
1:07 to go here at the Mill. Norwell leading by 2 as the 3 made by Carter Delich in the corner. He had only made 4 threes on the season coming into the holiday tournament. He's got a pair of them here today, and that one was huge to keep Crown Point in it. Norwell had made the layup there from Federspiel after really an out-of-rhythm shot by A.J. Lux. I was surprised that was the effort they got out of the timeout. Crown Point's got 2 timeouts left, Norwell with 3. Both teams in double bonus down the stretch here. And Graft will inbound to Leighton Bailey. 2-1-2 zone press by Crown Point, but they didn't trap hard out of it. Now they're in the half court. Bailey's a good foul shooter. So is McBride. And Norwell's not going to shoot it here unless they get a layup. Bailey dribbling through traffic off to McBride. Those are 2 great foul shooters. McBride got fouled by Adzia, and that's number 4 on him.
14, Drew Adzia.
And so McBride is back at the line here.
2 shots, number 24, Luke McBride.
Norwell won't put anybody at the line. They're guaranteed 2 shots here. No problem on the first one for McBride. 15 points for him. Keaton Book back in for Crown Point. The computer has had the opponents favored in several straight games against Norwell, save for Bluffton. These are 4A teams that Norwell's going blow for blow with, and now a 2-possession lead for the Knights. 16 points for McBride. Ball knocked loose by Bailey with 27 seconds. I got to get a shot off here pretty soon. Lux with a step back, missed it. Rebounded by McBride. McBride loose in the backcourt and still having trouble giving it up. Finally does to Bailey with 13 seconds. He is fouled by Cotton, and Norwell can start to feel it. They lead it by 4 with just under 14 seconds to go, trying to advance the championship game tonight, where they would take on the winner of Chesterton or Noblesville. Chesterton hasn't lost yet. Noblesville 500, but a good win yesterday. And Bailey's good on the first one. And he's into double figures with 10. Mike McBride says if Bailey makes it, they want a timeout. They get it. He will call a timeout. And Norwell's lead here is 6 with just 13.7 to go. It's a full one. We'll step aside and be right back with the final moments on The Voice.
Good evening, Norwell basketball fans. My name is Nathan Shelton. As an advisor at Shelton Financial Group, the thing I enjoy most is talking to our clients about what matters to them. As our clients prepare for and enjoy retirement, some enjoy spending time with their grandkids, some prefer to travel the world, and for others, it's giving of time and resources. As you think of and prepare for your retirement, we'd love to talk with you either virtually or in person at one of our office locations in Ossian or Fort Wayne. You can also call us at 260-436-7006. Nathan Shelton, investment advisor representative of USA Financial Securities, member FINRA SIPC, a registered investment advisor.
Norwell's in the driver's seat here at the Mill, up 6 with 13.7 to go, trying to hang on for a victory here to push them to 8-1 and into the championship game tonight. The Knights are the only 3A game in the tournament. This field of 8 is just stacked with quality 4A competition, and Norwell's on the verge of going 2-0 to start and find their way into the title game. Lux quickly, a pass to Adzia. The 3 from the point, no good. Rebound tapped around. Delich lays it and missed it. Put back is good, plus a foul with 3.3 left. So it took a lot of time, and Delich will have a chance at a 3-point play here. McBride picks up the foul. But I almost think, I mean, you're down 4. You're going to have to make this. I was thinking you're not quite in a situation where you can miss it on purpose yet. Delich will make it.
Timeout, Crown Point.
And Crown Point will take a timeout.
30-second timeout.
This one's a 30. So with 3.3 left, all Norwell has to do, realistically, is hang on to it, make sure they don't turn it over, and make one free throw, and they'll get out of here with a victory. They lead 48-45. If you're just joining us, you're finding your way into an exciting finish here at Noblesville. Second game today will feature Noblesville and Chesterton. And the winner of that game will take on the winner of this one in tonight's championship. The losers will face each other in the consolation third-place game at 6 o'clock. This has just been an outstanding effort by Norwell today, especially considering the foul trouble that they had to work against in the first half. Leighton Bailey and Jake Parker both got 2 fouls very early in the game, and they were on the bench for a long time. In fact, both of those players picked up their second in the first quarter. So I'm surprised they're going to have McBride inbound here, because McBride's the best free throw shooter. And now there it is. They'll run the play where they shovel it off to Graft and then McBride out of bounds. And I was wondering if that might be the case. Down to 2 seconds to go, and all Norwell has to do here with McBride is make one of them.
At the line for the Knights, 24, Luke McBride.
McBride misses the first one, rattles it no good. So one more coming here, and if he misses this, Crown Point will have a chance. They do have a timeout as well. Second one is good. And now you just got to get away and don't foul, as Lux will dribble in, shoot a three, miss it. Norwell is into the championship game as they upset Crown Point 49-45. What a win for this ball club here today as they knock off a 7-1 Crown Point Bulldogs team and a chance to win the championship tonight. Mike McBride said it coming into the tournament, said if we play our best basketball, we feel like we can compete and be in the game and win games against anybody in this field. They're 2-0 and waiting on the winner of Chesterton and Noblesville, where they'll play at 7:45 tonight. We'll take a timeout. We'll return with the post-game show. We'll have post-game thoughts with Norwell head coach Mike McBride after this on WellsCountyVoice.com, part of the Voice Sports Network.
In business since 1981, Barkley Builders has been building residential homes and commercial projects in Northeast Indiana, taking pride in building their clients the best project for their budget. With interaction between clients, vendors, and trade contractors, Barkley Builders meets the needs of homeowners to build their forever home. At Barkley Builders, it's all about you. It's your heart and your soul at the center of every design decision made. Josh and his team are poised to build the home you've always wanted. It isn't just a home, it's your forever home. Contact Barkley Builders at 260-622-7674. That's 622-7674. Or find them on Facebook at Barkley Builders, Inc. Let Barkley Builders get started on your Barkley Built forever home.
Cleaning One Incorporated, your cleaning specialists. They offer a great variety of cleaning services, commercial cleaning, cleaning windows, strip and wax floors, clean carpets, complete sanitizing of facilities, floor repair or replacement. They will also schedule a PM maintenance program.
At Cleaning One, your security is their top priority. They do a complete background check on each of their employees so you can feel good about letting them into your homes. For more information, give Rob a call at 260-409-2564 or give Bob a call, 260-403-7676. Or you can simply send them an email at officeonecleaning@yahoo.com.
Cleaning One Incorporated, your cleaning specialists.
When looking to sell or buy a home in Wells County, it's so important to work with an experienced full-time agent from the local area. I'm Bev Grish, and I'm beginning my 24th year helping families in the real estate business and would love to guide your family through the process. When you choose to work with a local agent who knows the Wells County market, you are a step ahead. I have built good working relationships with local lenders, realtors, inspectors, contractors, and appraisers, and it helps the process go smoothly. Whether you are buying your first home, a larger home, investment property, dream home, selling a long-time family business, or downsizing into retirement, I'm here to help. Heartfelt thanks for supporting me 24 years in the real estate business I truly love. Bev sells Wells at 466-1822.
Bluffton Roofing Incorporated prides themselves on developing a long-term relationship with their customers, listening to their needs and suggesting the proper course of action, be it preventative maintenance, repair, or replacement. Bluffton Roofing and owner James Worth are GAF certified and are certified weather stopper roofing contractors. Bluffton Roofing is fully insured, protecting you and your home. Call 824-3564 or 307-6313. Bluffton Roofing Incorporated. Quality first home improvements.
At Corrective Chiropractic, we offer individualized treatment plans for patients of all ages, from infants to elderly, and even during pregnancy. Have you ever experienced a workplace, sports, or auto accident, or just suffer from chronic pain? Corrective Chiropractic can help. Knee, neck, shoulder, or back pain, headaches, migraines, allergies, muscular tension. Corrective Chiropractic can help. I'm Dr. Josh Bell from Corrective Chiropractic. We welcome patients from Bluffton, Yoder, Decatur, Bern, Montpelier, and the surrounding areas. Schedule your appointment today at 260-353-1400 and let Corrective Chiropractic help you along your journey to health and wellness. Corrective Chiropractic, 360 North Main Street, Suite A, Dutch Mill Plaza. Feel and function better.
Hello, Tim Stephan Financial Group. It's been said nothing is certain except change. We must adapt to change to stay safe and move forward. What changes have there been in your life? At Stephan Financial Group, we would like to work with you and help with your future planning. Call me, Tim Stephan, or Michelle Stoller, 260-824-8175. Stephan Financial Group, 110 West Cherry Street, Bluffton, Indiana. Retirement, investments, savings plans. Stephan Financial Group can also assist with your personalized Medicare supplement, health, life, and long-term care plans. 260-824-8175. Stephan Financial Group. Solid planning, local service, professional advice. Securities and insurance offered through Thurston Springer Financial, a registered broker-dealer, member FINRA and SIPC, and Indiana Insurance Agency. Tim Stephan is a registered associate of Thurston Springer Financial and is doing business as Stephan Financial Group. Tim Stephan and Stephan Financial Group are independent of Thurston Springer Financial.
Is filled with fabulous golf courses that offer a variety of experiences and are as diverse and distinct as the regions they're in. And there is one right here in your backyard that you shouldn't miss. Green Valley Golf Club, located at 2635 East, 150 North in Bluffton. You deserve a little time on the greens, so book your tee time, brush off your spikes, and get ready to play. Green Valley Golf Club, located at 2635 East, 150 North in Bluffton, just east of the Stone Quarry.
Head on out to Green Valley to hit some balls on their driving range or putting green. Call 824-4510 to reserve your tee time. Green Valley, where your friends play.
Did you sprain your ankle playing with your kids last night? Have you had a nagging pain while training for an upcoming race? Or do you have an upcoming surgery? Indiana Physical Therapy understands how important and valuable your time is to you. At Indiana Physical Therapy, we can schedule you within 24 hours at any of our 19 convenient clinics. With trusted results, you can count on Indiana Physical Therapy to get you better, faster. You don't need a referral from your doctor, and all insurances are accepted, including Anthem. IPT is your choice for physical therapy. So what are you waiting for? Call Indiana Physical Therapy right now at 260-209-2464 to schedule an appointment, or go online to indianapt.com. Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Nick Huffman, a Bluffton High School graduate, is ready to help you buy, sell, or build your dream home. If you're ready to start a new chapter in your life, now's the time. With historic low interest rates, houses are moving at lightning speed. Whether you need single-family, multifamily, agricultural, commercial, property management, mixed use, or land development, give Nick a call or text at 827-8255 or send him a message on Facebook at Real Estate by Nick Huffman. Nick is located at the Stephan Group at 107 West Market Street in Bluffton. His number again is 827-8255.
Welcome back here to the Mill at Noblesville, joined now by Norwell head coach Mike McBride. As Coach, first of all, congratulations on your 200th victory. What a way to get it. You win against an outstanding Crown Point team. Your team really fought. But one of the more important things of the day, I thought, is outside of the third quarter, you led most of the game. You were able to keep Crown Point at an arm's length away and made plays to keep that lead. the entire way, and it comes out to a 4-point victory.
Well, first of all, on the 200th win, that's just a testament to the players that I've had an opportunity to coach over the past years, and they really impact that, the assistant coaches. But there's no doubt that it's kind of special to get that win with my son on the team.
Right.
And then I had my other son on the bench today as well. So from a personal standpoint, that's a special feeling for me. So, but the number's a number. It's not that big a deal. It's just about the team and trying to get better. And our kids did a great job. I thought our kids showed tremendous mental toughness today. We led at the end of every quarter.
Yep.
Even in the third quarter when we lost the lead a little bit, we were able to respond enough to take the lead and have a 1-point lead going in the fourth quarter. I thought our guys did a great job. I think Jake Parker, Cone Bailey, and John Colbert did a great job on Lux. He's a very talented shooter. I thought we made him work for everything he got. And most of what he got,
3.
Yeah, we wanted to take away his 3. He got some free throws. And I think one thing, when you watch Crown Point, they're way better when you see them on the floor in person than when you watch on film, because they are tough.
Yeah,
they are tough, and they're long, and they move well, and they anticipate well. They are very well coached. Coach Swan does an excellent job, and that is a good basketball team. That was a great win for our guys. I mean, I thought we played well. We told our guys at halftime, look, guys got to make plays in these games because it's not as much prep time. You got to go make plays, and we had some guys make some plays for us, and it was big.
Talk about balancing the foul issues in the first half. You had Leighton Bailey had 2, Jake Parker had 2, not even 3 minutes into the game. Obviously, Parker eventually fouls out. But talk about balancing that and how you overcame that. And I made the comment right before the start of the second quarter, if Norwell can get to the half with the lead, it would be important going to the third quarter simply because you didn't have 2 of your better scorers on the floor.
Yeah, it makes a difference when they're not out there. But I thought our bench guys did a good job. I thought Ashton Fetterspill played very well again today. And I thought Cohen did a great job. I mean, we're asking a lot out of Cohen to guard the Lux kid. He's given up some size, given up some strength. And Cohen just competes. So just really pleased with his effort. When he first came in, he got bumped around a little bit, and then he got it figured out. And that's what's got to happen sometimes. Sometimes you got to figure it out. And he figured out how to do it a little better, and we're going to need that. But I thought we weathered that storm of the foul trouble. We rotated them in a little bit so they didn't sit the whole time. I think sometimes when you have scorers, it's harder to sit them the entire second quarter.
Right.
And they lose rhythm.
Right.
I think you have to get them in, and then you have to be able to balance that, though, because you got to be able to get them back out without them getting their third. And I thought we did that well enough with what we had to do. But we weathered that storm, and then, I just thought our kids – we kind of gritted it out today a little bit. We took care of the ball late, and then we're able to get to the foul line and then make the free throws.
Yeah, I was just about to say, ball control was really pretty good from both teams today. Crown Point had some issues early, but I'm guessing it was around or fewer than 10 turnovers for both teams.
Yeah, probably.
It was just a really lower scoring game. And that's the other thing, too, is yesterday every game in this tournament, the winner got into the 60s. Today it's in the 40s. You find a different way to win.
Well, you have 2 teams, in my opinion, that play today that are both very fundamentally sound. And you have 2 coaches that understand that every game has a different style to it.
Right.
And when you have 2 good defensive teams like you have today, both teams are good defensively. If the coaches are doing a good job with your players and your teams know what they're doing, they're going to be a little more patient because you've got to work to get a good shot. You can't just come down and get a good shot against a good defensive team after 2 passes. So the ball reverses side to side. And I just thought both teams, do a good job with that. And both teams are pretty fundamentally sound, and therefore it makes it a little bit more of a defensive battle. But it was a great game to watch.
Yeah, it's certainly entertaining. All right, so now you've got a long break. That's the good news, is you get a chance to get off your feet for a while. And then you've got either Chesterton or Noblesville. We were talking before the game. These are 2 quality teams. No matter who you draw tonight, it's going to be a battle.
Yeah, I mean, Chesterton's ranked like 5th or 6th in the state. In 4A, they're undefeated. And then Noblesville's really talented, and they play in a tremendous schedule.
Yeah, right.
I mean, these teams are good basketball teams. But when we signed up for this tournament, we came down here to play good basketball teams. And that's what we've done so far. And we've come away with 2 wins. And now we're going to try to get off our feet, rest, and then hopefully, we're going to come back tonight. We'll give everything we got and see if we can't, win this thing. I mean, that's what we're here to do. We're here to try to win this thing. So we'll see what we can do.
All right, Norwell head coach once again, Mike McBride, congrats on your 200th win. Good luck tonight. We'll see you tonight.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for Coach McBride joining us here on the post-game show. That'll put the finishing touches on Norwell's victory here this afternoon. Norwell wins over Crown Point. They pull the upset against a quality 4A team. They win it 49-45, and we'll be back at 7:45. Norwell will take on the winner of this next contest between Chesterton and Noblesville. As Mike mentioned, both really quality teams. Norwell takes on one of those in the title game tonight. The lone 3A team in the tournament is playing for a championship tonight in the 9th annual Noblesville Holiday Tournament. Until then, we bid you a pleasant good afternoon. On behalf of my partner, Edwin Archbold, who made this broadcast possible, and our entire Wells County Voice crew, including our owner, Scott and Dale Metzer, I'm Derek Decker saying so long and God bless.
We hope you enjoyed this broadcast of high school sports on the Voice Enterprises. Remember, none of this would be possible without the continued support of our sponsors. Please use their services whenever possible, and when you see them, tell them thank you. Join us again next time on the Voice Enterprises.